Hi everybody, and thank you for watching. This is Clint-On-Aquatics. I'm Clint, and these are my aquariums. I've set out a journey to make cost-effective, beautiful aquariums to serve as ideal homes for our fishy friends. Join me as I create, maintain, and rebuild aquascapes for both myself and a few of my friends. Welcome to Clint-On-Aquatics. Today we're going to be talking about doing water changes. To start off, I use a variety of buckets, and siphons, and conditioners. To fill my clean water buckets, I use regular tap water, as I find this very effective and is something that my fish have gotten used to. To treat it, I use prime. About 2 drops per gallon does the trick. Now, there can be very many reasons to do a water change. It could be that your water's getting cloudy or murky and you just want it for the cosmetic effect. It could be that it could have been contaminated and you're trying to remove any kind of disease or possible contagion from the tank. It could also just be part of the water chemistry routine, in that your nitrates, nitrites are getting a little high and you need to remove them. Either way, I recommend doing at least a 20% water change once a week. To start off, I do a light cleaning along the front of the glass. This way I can remove algae from the viewing area, as well as any kind of bacterial film, detritus, you name it. Once I start my siphon, I put it into a very specific dirty water bucket. I keep my dirty water bucket separate from my clean water buckets, mainly for the point that I will not cross-contaminate any of my water. No sense in putting in bacteria, parasites, or any algae that I've removed back into any tanks. Occasionally along the gravel surface, I will press the siphon down into the gravel very lightly. This is the purpose to remove any detritus, uneaten food, anything that can really start rotting in your tank. Once I've removed about 20 to 25% of the water, I will start to add the water back in. Now, in any good aquascape design, I highly recommend the functionality of keeping a rock or good piece of hardscape of which you can pour water directly onto. This way you don't upset your substrate, stirring up everything, and it keeps everything from blowing around. This way if you have any carpeting plants or any loose rooting plants, you don't accidentally just blow them away by dumping in water. And make sure to keep a nice steady flow and try to avoid gurgling or any kind of splashing around in the tank. Once the water level is high enough, I'll add in water just kind of loosely around the entire aquarium. This is kind of both to mix up the water and just oxygenate very evenly. If you notice, I will rinse around the leaves of any large leaf plants. This helps get algae particles off the leaves and helps the plant grow. After we've done our water change, you'll notice a lot of extra activity within your inhabitants. Invertebrates will be especially active, as you can tell with this tiny amount of shrimp. After you're done with your water, I always recommend using it to water all your houseplants and other plants. It is full in nutrition, it's dirty water, but your plants love it. Because I keep my water chemistry very stable, the only thing I'll really add after a water change is an appropriate amount for the water I change in fertilizer.
Basically wrap all this in a nutshell. You just need to do a water change about 20% of your water volume about once a week at least, until you can at least get some really stable water chemistry going. Plants help, but having a stable environment for your fish, that's the main idea here. So, my friends, have fun. Hope this was some help. I bid you all adieu.